So when you get to textbook 2, Gatenio is going to have you write out numbers according to place value like this. You'll see 456, and he's going to have the student write 4 times 100 plus 5 times 10 plus 6, and then plus 243. We would write plus 2 times 100 plus 4 times 10 plus 3. And the reason we're going to do that is we're looking at adding things that are the same. We're looking for things that resemble one another. So we have 4 of the hundreds here, and we're looking for the other hundreds. And we could just go ahead and relocate this. So it looks a little bit like this. We'll just move this over here. We can put this up here because we have hundreds together. Now we can put the tens together, and then we can put the units together. And we could just re-add. We could just shift things around because this would be the commutative property. We can commute our numbers in addition however we want to and add them however we feel like. So nobody said we have to do this in rows. We can do this mentally. We can rewrite the problem if we feel like it, whatever we need to do to help the student get to where they need to go. But here we have 4 of the hundreds and 2 of the hundreds. Well, that's going to give us 6 hundreds. And here we have 5 tens, and we have 4 tens here. So 4 tens and 5 tens is going to give us 9 tens, and 6 and 3 are going to give us 699. This is not a 4, and this is not a 5, and this is not a 6. This is 400. It's 4 of the 100s and 2 of the 100s. This is 5 of the 10s and 4 of the 10s. And altogether we have 9 tens. 9 tens is the same as 90. In the very beginning, this looks like an awful lot of work, and it's kind of unnecessary. And you'd say, well, why would you do this? Why can't we just do the standard algorithm? Well, because we're not doing the standard algorithm first because we want students to understand, and then we go to a shortcut. The standard algorithm is a shortcut for something else that's going on. So instead of skipping to there first, let's figure out what's going on. So when we talk about multiplication, I like to talk about multiplication in terms of how much of something we have. So right here, how much is the 4, and the something is the hundreds. So we have 4 of the 100 kind. Here we have 2 of the 100 kind. We have 5 of the 100 kind. I could say 5 groups of 10, right? That's the new thing that's coming along, and that makes sense until you get to something like a half times a quarter. And what is a half of a quarter group? What does that even mean? But if you tell me it means it's how much of something we have, I have half of the quarter kind. I have the quarter kind, and I need half of that quarter kind. Well, that would tell me that I would need an eighth. So it tells us how much of something that we have. So here we have 4 of the 100 kind, and I could change this kind. And let's just say right here we have this of, right? 4 of, this multiplication. We could change this, and we could say, make it an x. An x as in algebra x. So I have 4 of the x kind, and I could say plus 2 right here of the x kind. Make it a little jiggly so we can distinguish that from multiplication. And then let's say we have, let's change this one right here, these tens, and let's just say we have plus 5 of the y kind. And over here, we have 4 of these tens, and let's just say instead those are 4 y's. 4 of the y kind. And over here we have plus 6 and plus 3. And we're going to add the things that look the same together. Right? We have 4 of the hundreds, 2 of the hundreds, where we have 4 of the x's, 2 of the x's. So we have 6 of the x's. And we have over here 5 of the y's plus 4 of the y's. That will give us 9 y's. And over here we have 6 plus 3, and that is just 9. So we're going to break it apart. And over here we didn't break these apart, but we could rearrange these. any way we want. We could maybe move this here. We can put that there. We can put this back with a plus sign. And it doesn't change anything. There's still, right here, 6 of the x's. There's still 9 of the y's, and there's still 9 down here. So that would be why we are doing this. We want to understand what it is that we're actually doing with the addition and what numbers really are.